peeps, welcome back to Saisa Munga, where we are bold, we are brave, and we are courageous. And I'm excited to have you back. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for always coming back. You are an amazing people to do life with. To the new subscribers, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for putting on your notification. I am loving doing life with you. You are the best people to have. Karibuni sana my peeps. Part 2. Part 1 was in Max Mwangi channel. Have you watched part 1? I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds to just go there and watch it, and then you can come back to part 2. We are doing the Cyber Security Awareness Month, which is October. This is part 2, and I'm excited. We have our guest here, and I want to give them a chance to introduce themselves. So with no other delay, drum rolls. Tan, 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 tan. Let's start with the gentleman.
Okay, thank you so much.
Karibu sana.
Yes, my name is Gitau Njora. I am founder and CEO of Cybill Software. What? This is a company that does cyber security solutions to organizations and individuals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, hiyo ni mingi. Tutaielewa. We shall get to know more about it.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll give the information, with his permission. I'll give more information on the description box, so that you can get in touch with him. I'm sure you will need his services.
Much appreciated.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Thank you for having me. My name is Maureen Wanjeri. I have a background in information technology, and currently I'm working as a project manager in a tech company.
Sana to Saisa Munga.
Asante.
You know, it's easier for me to share the personal information. I can tell Mo something.
Yeah.
And that is between me and Mo.
Yes.
But there are these other apps that ask me for information. You know, there are these apps that ask me when I was born, how old I am, especially on the loan apps. And they're not controlled who they give that information to.
There's some organization, not all. We have regulatories globally that normally regulate these people. Not globally, and then we come locally. Because now we have Kenya, we have different laws that protect you. So at times, as much as you might feel that you're really exposing yourself, you're already protected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On how this data of yours
is being used.
Yeah. And also it means if at all you feel it's being misused, there's a place to reference to, because now the law
protects me here and now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. I want to come.
This is actually why you see so many posters saying this building is under CCTV surveillance 24 hours. That itself is like a terms and condition. By entering that, you've accepted.
I have already submitted myself.
So when you see a video running and you find yourself in that video, you should not say that I didn't want to be there, because already I didn't know. By entering that and you saw that notice, you accepted the terms that you're already being monitored. And it's the same thing like Maureen is saying. When you're accepting some of these terms and conditions, you got to read them. You see,
which way I never do.
Yeah, this is why
I don't. I'm like, okay, you know, I need this money very fast. Nataka ni accept, agree.
Yeah. M-Pesa disburse.
Ndio hiyo pesa imeingia, we withdraw immediately. Ama lipa.
Yeah. Let me tell you of an incident where I found myself in a place where I had already done. This is not a loan app, but it was another institution where I was doing some work at, and I needed some job done for me, and I needed to sign a contract very fast for that job to be executed. And you see, all I did is do the signing. And then there came some difficulties during the job, and I had to ask them, are you guys really performing as I wanted? And I started questioning and everything, and I said, okay, now I need my refund. And they said, okay, you can't get your refund.
Yes.
It's in the terms and conditions, we don't do refunds. So at that point, if I had read it, I could have paused and asked myself, do I really want to continue if I cannot get my refund? So I lost my money on such an instant, not because the other institution was good enough to solve my problem, and not because I was gullible, but because I just didn't go through.
Didn't read.
It's important to just be going through this terms and conditions.
Yeah, or even that sign that you're talking about, that before I enter a building, when I see that sign that is saying that this building is under 24-hour surveillance, that I should be able to understand immediately as I see it that I will be recorded in one way or another. That, you see, that's for a building. But hapa nyumbani, you know, I want to monitor what is happening. Should I put a sign at the door?
No. Now, you know, it is your building. It's your house. It's your house.
Okay.
It's your rules, right?
Okay.
But it is important. Maybe I have seen so many people have secret cameras put on wall clocks or on teddy bear, and they monitor what's happening in the house. And I was talking to one of my colleagues as he does these installations of cameras, and I asked him, so would you prefer telling the whoever is inside the house that you're being monitored, or would you prefer to put it as a discreet? And he also answered by telling me we actually like giving a camera that is visible to the customer, so that whoever is there knows that he's being recorded. Instead of putting a discreet camera, and then what you get horrific scenes.
That's the thing.
Of someone who is
who's not even aware.
And that's what we ask even customers. So would you prefer to see your child or something happening bad in your house, or would you just put it there as a clause like don't dare because I can't see it?
And I sometimes people feel like they are keyboard warriors. I can't say anything anyhow, and there's no repercussions. What is the truth in that? Because I can come and troll you and say nasty things because I think I cannot be caught. Is there a law? Is there a regulation that can regulate this? That can regulate what I am saying and how I'm even saying it to a stranger?
Well, locally we have 2 laws that have been put in place to make sure that people are being protected from such scenarios, and I'll just mention them, and then Gitau will expound on them.
Okay.
One is the Data and Protection Act of 2019, and there's another one which is Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act of 2018.
Yeah, it's in public domain. Kenyalaw.org.
Okay.
You can get it there.
All right.
And the other thing is that it's a broad act, so you got to go through and understand it. I cannot share everything because it's a broad document. You got to read it. It's there. It's in public domain. You can always go there. Kenyalaw.org. It's out there. You can find it.
So does it mean I can be punished?
Yeah, that's why in the law it states that there are fines that you can be fined, you can be jailed. For example, when you cyberbully, when you do the identity theft, when you hack. And you see now this hacking also comes in. It's also subcategorized. Like there's hacking when you're given access, say contractors who are given access to a certain organization to do the maintenance of their networks and systems, and then he decides to be malicious and use the information. Yeah, that's one act of hacking. And then there's another one where someone just does it without being given the access. If you're also found with tools and tools of hacking, things like malwares, softwares or malware creating softwares, you could also be charged for that. If you also found with possession of any digital item or anything that was procured through such kind of an act, you could also be prosecuted. And there are fines that are there stipulated. I cannot be able to give all of them. And you can also be sentenced to jail or even both, you know. So depending with what the jury says.
See, when you talk about an organization, that's like a bit broad. I need to have invested in learning what it is to hack. But hii yenye mtu ananipigia tu hapa tu simu, especially on Messenger, I don't even know the person, they are not my friend, but they keep sending me a video call. Does it mean the moment I accept, I am allowing them to access my information?
First of all, let me mention something. Right now, and Maureen will agree with me, there is an etiquette in ICT communication right now. I can decline your video call. And you should be okay with that, and I'm okay with that. Because if you're calling me, video calling me, you have not first of all sought permission for me to accept it.
Wait a minute. So does that mean you have to ask for permission from me, the receiver? You have to ask if you're video calling me, Saisa, you have to ask me, can I video call you? Then I should give you consent and say yes.
Because
so if that doesn't happen, click decline.
I can click decline, and you should not be offended because you don't know what I could be. You're infringing my privacy.
Yes.
I could be in
I
my
could
house
even
with my
be in bathroom.
And I don't want to expose my family to anyone out there. I could be also maybe in a business meeting somewhere, and you're forcing me to accept a video call, and I don't know who is also watching it. You understand?
That's the thing. I also don't know who are you on the other end.
Yeah, so that is one thing I can tell people that when you get a video call from someone who has not, even if it's your friend, it is always courteous first of all to tell
them to ask me, should I video call?
To chat you, to tell you I'm about to video call you.
Are you in a position even to answer? Because you can't even be on the road.
Yeah, do not force people to just, you find people in awkward situation, he's trying to hide the background because he's in a place where it is not I would say it's not cool. It's not cool.
It's very unethical.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So also you find apps give you an option, audio or video. You join
either and you can put them blank. Unajua kwanza hizi siku za Zoom meeting tumeona mambo mingi sana.
Yeah.
So many things have been happening. It was such a learning curve.
Yes,
because I'm telling you, unadhani umeweka tu audio, kumbe hata video iko on.
Exactly.
Mtu anakuona huko ukisonga ugali.
Or you're coming from the bathroom.
Oh yeah, you only have a towel. So we have to be very careful at the status in terms of figures. Are we losing money? Are we maintaining? Ama hii mambo ati someone is stealing your identity na naimba shilingi zako mbili has no effect to the economy.
Oh, that's a big business.
Yes.
Like Maureen said in the previous episode, data is the new oil.
Yes.
I'm telling you, people are getting rich with cybercrime. It's actually bigger than drugs right now.
Oh wow. Has anyone been prosecuted in our country as we speak?
Yeah, we have people who've been brain in court for hacking into some banks.
Yes.
Or
even the one who hacked the taxpayer.
Or even also doing identity theft. There are some people who did identity theft to some celebrities some times ago, and I think they were prosecuted for that. It's a $1 billion business. If you look at it here in Kenya only, in a period of 3 months, that was the last quarter of 2019. 37 million was recorded. That is what was recorded. That is what someone goes and says, okay, we are experiencing some losses of this and this because of cybercrime. So there are so many others that were not recorded. As of first quarter of 2020, that number raised to 47 million. So I can tell you for sure, within this period when people have not been going to the office and everything, you can be sure the numbers are rising. And this is country, Kenya. We've not spoken of country, Uganda. We've not talked about...
Or even the world.
We've not talked about the world.
Yeah.
Google University. Go to YouTube University. All this information is out there, laid out, clear, how you can protect yourself, measures you can put in place in your devices as an individual, how to protect your passwords, which are the best password managers, as we was talking about in episode 1. Yeah. So basically all this information is online where you can go and enhance your skills and keep being updated, because as we move on, technology is evolving.
Too fast.
In fact, like right now, we are in the era of Internet of Things. So Internet of Things is whereby you have like your fridge, it's internet enabled. It can give you notifications about what you need in the house and what have you. So when you put in your security, instead of using a key, it's also automated.
Oh wow!
So somebody can hack into that and just access your house. So it's about getting updated with whatever is also
so you have to keep globally. On toes.
So that also even don't be always learning about password security. I mean, you need to understand how also
you can open a door.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you're saying is that we have to stop being lazy. I previously had someone who said they removed the pictures of their children online because they met with a celebrity's child at a mall and they were like, that's so and so's child, where is the mother, where is the father? You know, and that's how they realized the intensity of putting your children in the media.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this again is also a very dangerous curve or rather a dangerous trend that we are in, where we found parents would want to pamper the children in some way just to make them more comfortable. I have no objections on that, but again, it always drills down to the responsibility of the guardian or the parent, because if you just have opened a social media account for your child. That email address that is linked to that social media is not even your email address. It is an email address you've created for the child. So the child can access any email and everything. So she starts being bullied. She starts being told she's ugly. She starts being told she is not good enough. She starts being told he's not a good person.
Way too early.
Yeah, too early. And these things, if you remember, even as you're growing up, the things you were told when you're growing up, they even affect you till right now.
That's true.
So you find someone who is having a kid, and the only thing they do, they want to just hang to the phone because the likes, the comments. That's what a movie I would propose everyone to watch. It's called Social Dilemma. I think we've watched that movie, and it's one movie that opens a lot of ways that people get hacked socially.
Yeah. The other thing is online businesses. I am really afraid of doing an online transaction.
Yes.
I'm afraid, actually, as a person, I'm extremely afraid because I feel I don't want them to ask for my card because I don't feel I want to give that information. I'm just not sure. I am so...
Well, there are responsibilities that have been taken care of by the financial institutions that are handling payments online. So if you ever lose money on transit is when you've clicked pay and then you paid, but you paid to the wrong account instead of paying to the right account. That is the responsibility of your financial provider to ensure that they install security and they should be able to actually ensure that loss. Yes.
Okay.
So, but again, remember, Maureen said something about phishing. Phishing is where you find you're doing an online purchase from a certain website, and that website looks similar to the other website that you do. But until you look at the URL and you know this is not the actual, you might find yourself buying a product from the wrong website. So it's also, and that's why we are putting it again and again. It's your personal responsibility whenever you're doing anything online. First of all, double check, cross check, ensure that whatever you're doing, it is the right thing. And again
check what are people saying, who has bought anything from this person before, what are the reviews they're getting. Because at times you can buy something from somebody who doesn't even exist.
Or they don't even deliver.
They don't even deliver. It's not even a business. They just put up the information on when they deliver either less quality things or fake things that they're not even there. So it's up to you to do your proper due diligence, especially when it comes to online purchasing.
And also making sure that I am in a secure network.
Exactly.
Secure network is what you've been saying often and often.
Again, you find that I've ever witnessed something with my own two eyes whereby this person goes to a supermarket to buy some drinks and then they say they actually want to, it's a digital payment they were doing, so they wanted to swipe their card. Only to tell the attendant, in fact, the boss is in the car, come we do a swipe. And then in the car they have another machine, so the receipt was generated. So you, because you didn't see what happened, you're given back your machine thinking that the payment has been made. But when you go back to your account, you find out, and this sale was for 40,000, and it went just like that. So again, it's just, it comes, like everything boils down to an individual due diligence on every step that you're taking. Anything that you're doing online, just do your due diligence. If at all it's in such a case, don't allow the machine to be put in a position whereby you can't see whatever is happening.
You have to have eyes on the machine.
Yes, or even at times you send a product and this person, the person who is delivering gives out the product and they're not paid and they forget about it.
In fact, 2 weeks ago, a lot of people have been receiving food, half their food. You order your food online, it's supposed to be delivered. Kama ulioda burger na chips, unapata chips. Burger ilikuliwa mahali. Kama ulioda kuku na chips, unapata kuku hakuna chips. So as a business owner, I think you need to be very, very, very careful. Because if I dispatched the correct order, and then it doesn't get to my client, then there is a problem. As we wind up, tell us about social engineering.
Well, social engineering covers the entire thing that we've been doing right now. The previous episode and the current episode. It is an understanding of psychological and and psychological traits, and also the human behavior that is applied and exploited, or rather used to exploit individuals and organizations. Say, for example, I know where you live, I know what time you go to work, I know what time you go to lunch. So it's also kept as a trap where we know you visit a certain site so often. This site is more likely to entice you and this and this. So we will start putting such kind of
things that will incite me.
That will incite you, so that will lure you to the next. And it's the same thing we've already repeated here when a minor is visiting social media and she's been told you're ugly and so on and so on. Then someone else realizes, oh,
this is an
you're not being appreciated, so let me appreciate you, and then I know you'll come along my way.
Okay.
So social engineering is basically understanding the human traits, and that is what is being used to exploit.
Me as a consumer, or me as a business person, that's what I used to exploit.
Even as a user,
okay. It's a global village. Maureen, your final words?
Well, for me, it's just be cautious, do your due diligence, just keep yourself updated with upcoming technology and how you can secure yourself if you're using those technologies. Because right now, even we have iWatch, we have
you can see what is happening.
Exactly. So
and now we are even opening our phones with our eyes, so it's moving too fast.
Exactly. And all this data is about you, which is there. So
soon watu wataanza kukatwa jicho. Because you see now we were ready to cut base down. Weka pale. Sasa ni jicho.
You can imagine that time.
Exactly.
I don't know, my producer wanted to tell me the law that if I hack Bae's phone or I hack someone's phone because of information, then I'll be in trouble. So you can
Computer misuse and cyber crimes at section 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
it is. I told
please
you,
let us know. What does it say? And I want to give a background as you read it.
Yes.
We are winding up. Just hold on for a few minutes. I am here with Maureen and Gitau. We are saying, you know what? I want to check whether who did he talk to, who did he text, who did he respond, who did he call Bae, who is he planning to take to Watamu. And you know, I need this information as an FBI, as an DCI. I need this piece of information. And I want to submit to you because it's good to be transparent. I've never checked someone's phone. But I know people who are close to me who do this on a regular.
Yes.
You know, on a regular. Without mentioning names.
Yes.
But I've just been told that it's a crime. Please read for them.
Yeah.
To check someone's phone, email, bank account, nini ngine tunaangalianga?
Basically, by the time you're accessing someone's individual's device and you've not gotten consent, that is a crime. So it says like this.
Yes.
A person who causes, whether temporarily or permanently, a computer system to perform a function by infringing security measures with intent to gain access and knowing such access is unauthorized, commits an offense and is liable for conviction to a fine not exceeding 5 million shillings or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years or even more.
You know, the lawyers will come at me. Please, could you confirm on the comment section? Please help us
and everyone can go to kenyalaw.org.
Yes, and you can find it. And
it
that
is there.
means it's a crime.
It is there.
Unajua ni watu wangapi watashikwa leo? After this episode.
Yeah.
Please don't use this episode against your partner or your friend or your neighbor.
Exactly.
But use it wisely. Use this information wisely.
True.
Do you have any final words?
The final word is everything changes but change itself. So, know that.
I don't want to add to that. This is Saisa Munga. I shall leave Gitau's information on the description box and Maureen's information with their consent, because I've learned a very important thing in this episode. Consent is key, my people. Consent is key. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Thank you for enlightening me, and thank you for letting me know that those people near me, my friends, are committing crimes. I shall let them know. Till next time, this is Saisa Munga. Like, share, and comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Me and you, we get you red.
You
get a white gown.
Hey, peeps, a good one. A good one. A deep breath.
Are you quiet? Are you quiet?
Ooh,
mwirorera TV ino niguo tugacoka gukorwo ati
na Njoroge wa Nderi
na Njoroge wa Nderi oro hamwe na Mwaki Kurio inyuothe mundu na ngamugeithia inyuothe ngamwigithiria thigũkũ njega na Christmas njega na mwaka mwerũ mucoke mugeithie ndukariganwo nĩ mũtungatĩri witũ nĩ atũteithagia mũno atũteithagia mũno nĩ atũhoyagĩra nginya ithuĩ tũthia tũrĩa rĩu ta my sister ũngĩ erĩga kũnyitwo na gũkũ mena Cybill
mainagĩra marigũ-inĩ
na ndarũmirwo nĩ mbumbu ya marigũ-inĩ na nĩgũkorwo no tũracokia ngatho mũno. Thank you so much nĩ kũnyitanĩra na ithuĩ ihinda rĩrĩ oguo ndakuga atĩ nĩ ndahikanirie Ngai nĩ aranyonire mũndũ na tũhaha nake mũthenya ũmũthĩ
Wewe honeymoon.
Tokoro tuma honeymoon. Na nitafikia because